welcome to the Backlog Burrow, where I dig through my unplayed, or much loved but sadly neglected, games for general entertainment after a miserable day at the human coded day job. I'm CB. I've had a much needed nap, and the weekend stretches out before me, with my only commitments being my Saturday D&D shenanigans, the Sunday TGIF, and tonight's demo dive, and everything else is just me being free to play video games. I'm currently on a playthrough of Pillars of Eternity, an old game that's not only stood the test of time, at least in my opinion, but also added a turn-based mode that made it even better for my disabled ring-tailed ass. Currently, I'm playing a version of an old favorite from my character Rolodex, Miche. Rogue, wood elf in this case. Nicer than she wants anyone to know about, and more than a little mouthy. I like her. I finished up yesterday back in Gilded Vale again, but this was a return trip. See, after talking to the grumpy dwarf, and 6 coppers is a small price to pay for preventing some violence, I feel, I headed out to the keep where the asshole Lord Radric VII was hanging out. My attempts at stealthing across the battlements were scuppered by, honestly, most of my party, and we had to kill a few people on the ramparts, but eventually got to Lord Radric. Found out he killed his wife because reasons, but also got some hints that maybe he wasn't the only asshole, and that Kolsk was just an asshole of a different color, so to speak. But never mind. That happens. I need to check back up on that later on. Anyway, I rampaged through the keep, looting just about everything that wasn't red hot or nailed to the floor, and provoking the evil Animancer Bint into attacking because she was turning people into undead for funsies, and I couldn't just kill her any other way. Once I'd finally stripped the keep of every valuable I could find, I mainly went back to Gilded Vale because A, I had a whole bunch of stuff to sell, and B, I wanted a decent inn. This is a reminder to myself that I need to buy more camping supplies while I'm in the Black Hound, because I'm finally headed for Caed Nua to see a watcher about the Watcher thing. Especially since I stopped for a rest in Radric's throne room, only to kick off the cutscene that involves me apparently having all manner of nightmare. I mean, I know it was the Watcher thing, but it's hilarious that we're surprised at the nightmare having while camping out in the middle of a throne room full of dead bodies. Anyway, it was fun, and I now have, well, hour and a half-ish to rampage some more. So off we go. Sitting comfortably? Good. Then we'll begin. It's good that I actually wrote that, because now I do know I can't just noom off to Caed Nua. Camping supplies. At least it's not like I don't have the money. It's like literally everything that was not red hot or nailed to the floor. Except for a few things that counted as stealing, because I didn't want to piss everybody off. But I did want to piss off the Animancer Bint, because she was awful. And she left the dungeon, like, full of undead. Like, completely full of undead. Hopefully I will find some decent things to beat on. I'm
Greetings.
a little bit grumpy at the moment because apparently somebody thought it was a great idea to do, well, to at least start a live action remake of Ferngully the Last Rainforest. First of all, why? I mean, no, okay, I know why. It's to keep the IP in the hands of the people they want to have the IP or something. I don't know. But it's still an absolute pisser. Thank you very much. But also, I don't see how it works without Robin Williams. Actually, I may as well take all of them. Why not? Sell the traps too, because I'm not going to set them anywhere. Okay. Okay. I am now sorted out. But yes, no, I'm sorry. How can you do Ferngully in 2026? First of all, because that was part of the 90s, early 2000s zeitgeist of like, actual, people actually cared about the environment,
Sure.
or at least the damage wasn't so bad we couldn't, we could. Anyway, But also, I don't see how we could do it without Robin Williams as Batty. There were two things that made that movie. Thing one was Tim Curry, who we could actually get as Smog Monster thing. But thing two was Robin Williams as Batty, and we can't have him. So, okay. Off to Caed Nua. It will take you 1 day to complete your journey from Gilded Vale to Caed Nua. Good, that will stop me bitching about like... I think it's also the live action thing that bugs me, because it's like either going to be really expensive, made of AI bullshit, or both. Okay, enter the keep. I am going to stealth, because I seem to remember there was nonsense. But then again, wasn't there also an Amawa gentleman? Yes, there is. Hello. Ah, yes, the bard. Just off to the side of the path into Caed Nua stands an imposing figure, a tall, thick-set Amawa, clad in worn armor and peering up at the outer walls of the keep. In his hand is a small piece of charcoal, and it works feverishly at taking notes upon a small scrap of paper. More than once he has to reach up to prevent his colorful cap from falling off his head as he gazes upwards. What are you doing over there? Actually, no, I'm just... This is me, Shay. That moldy brickwork must be fascinating. The man looks over at you, blinking in surprise. His face splits in a wide and very toothy grin, and he waves the parchment in greeting.
It is. Well, not the wall itself, perhaps. The construction is very traditional. There are names scratched upon some of the bricks. Just there. Workers and masons, I expect. Carving a little immortality for themselves. It's a fine keep, Caed Nua. 2 centuries to its name, and abandoned for nearly as long. But the truly interesting part is in there, and I haven't had much luck in reaching the keep itself. I hoped to find the master of this place, a man by the name of Maerwald, but it seems that he either holds his privacy most dear, or else has been devoured by his house guests.
I mean, I'm guessing the answer to why you haven't gone inside is the house guests, but what do you want from Maerwald?
Knowledge. Or, to be less clever about it, a certain text. I've come in search of a great treasure, you see. Not gold or silver, but the Tanvi Oratoa. You might call it the Book of Virtues. It's a sacred text of Rauatai, but we possess only a small fragment of it.
A year I've journeyed in search of the rest, and I found evidence suggesting that the original lies there, beneath the keep. I wanted to ask Maerwald if he knows of it. And you, my friend, why are you here? Fuck it. Mouthy. Apparently I'm something called a Watcher, and Maerwald can tell me what that means.
A Watcher? Oh, you've spoken with spirits? There are many questions I would ask if I could do the same.
Well, perhaps we can help one another. The grounds are infested with all manner of beasts. I have never seen the like. I did not want to risk it alone, but you seem capable. Together I am sure we could manage it, and then we can both ask our questions of Maerwald. Yeah.
Excellent. Lead on, my friend, and I will be at your heels. Ah, wait. Speaking of that, I ought to warn you first. Wondrous teeth, I nearly forgot. I have, at times, been followed. It began in Adir, and in Exometal they attacked outright. I believe they do not wish for me to find what I am looking for. I say believe, but I have been told as much by one of my would-be assassins. I paid them little mind. Humorless sorts in long robes. But it's why I bought the sword, you see. And it's only fair that you should know.
Yeah, what are a few assassins between friends?
I'm glad you're not discouraged. Come then. Who knows what we will find inside?
You already said, Kana. Beasts. Right. Oops. Yes, no, maybe not that far off there. Okay, you can go there. Wonderful. Now we're going into stealth mode.
Nice and quiet.
The first thing we're going to do is check around here, see what's going on. I seem to remember there was something up this path. You know, that wasn't mushrooms. A lot of mushrooms, though. You know, I was about to say I wish that they were a little more consistent with how they're pronouncing AE, but English isn't, so I don't see why I should expect the names of these to be either. So, hello? Okay, we have one shattered cask still smells faintly of ale, long spilled into the dirt. Anything else of interest? No, just more mushrooms. That's odd. Okay, we can click on to double speed and you guys right back to the start. Okay. Let's switch off fast mode now and on we go.
Old and dry, with cobwebs in every crack. It reminds me of Woodica.
Durance, I love how you talk like you have carnal knowledge of gods.
Aye?
Let's sneak you out over there somewhere.
Eh?
Ah, maybe you shouldn't have done that.
Let's go!
Ah, okay, not close enough.
I shall deal with this one.
Okay.
Eh? Let's go!
What?
That's not very pleasant.
There's a lesson to be taught.
Hey. Leave it to me! Keeping an eye out.
Well, not so much beasts as spooks. Frayed lengths of rope and a few flint chips are scattered across this workbench. Only weeds grow in this dusty patch. The hedges grow in shaggy heaps. Oop,
Let's go!
never mind.
These uns are in for a walloping!
What? I'll let Margaret's fire bless this one.
Let's go!
Following your lead. For Takoa!
Ah, no, can't get close enough.
Following your lead.
Okay, close
Your
enough.
tail end. Brave thou feeloth your lead.
Hey. Leave it to me! How may I help? These uns are in for a walloping!
What? Let's burn this away.
Okay.
Hello? Hello?
Ah, Kana. Yes, there's our hedge maze. Hello. We are exploring Caed Nua for a little while. I mean, this is not actually Caed Nua, this is just dealing with spooks. The sour odors of rancid grain and spoiled fruit permeate the air. Dust and rusted utensils cover the countertop. Yeah, that's the thing. If this place has been abandoned for a couple of 100 years, how is there anything but dust? Rats skitter among the broken stairs. Charming. Because anything that was still, like, viable would have been eaten by rats. You'd have thought, anyway. But I guess it spoils the ambiance if there's not sufficient rot, I guess? The shelves creak under the books. Many of the covers are mottled with mildew. Yeah, that makes a certain amount of sense. What's in here? I mean, wreckage, obviously. Cobwebs bind the remains of a broken alembic, a cracked mortar, and various shattered bottles and vials to the table. Alchemy. And a really badly boarded up window. Okay, nothing helpful. Moving swiftly on. And yeah, Kana, I don't consider those beasts. Those are spooks. Beasts is an entirely different category. Or at least so says what various things are vulnerable to. The fountain is full of flies.
Let's go.
These uns are in for a walloping.
You missed?
I'll let Margaret's fire bless this one.
Okay.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very.
Leave our village! We've done nothing
Let's
to
go.
you!
How may I help? I shall deal with this one. Hey. You're not getting through me.
Oh,
Yes?
you're immune to that, are you?
Oh,
Oh, that's not helpful! Okay, I think...
Let's go.
What?
Immune to piercing damage.
I'll let Margaret's fire bless this one.
Then I really should not be doing that. Okay.
How may I help?
Let's have it out!
That's it! It blew up and you set me on fire?
You can't do this!
Do what?
This is our village, our home! The Nine Claws have lived here almost 50 generations. We were here long before your kind brought war to our lands. You can't just burn it all! Have mercy, soldier! Our warriors have all gone! You can't burn us all because of them!
He reaches out to you and opens his mouth to say something, but all that emerges is a series of violent coughs. He falls to his knees, choking on the thickening smoke. Flames overtake the vision as you back away. Okay.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
I'm just going to clear the courtyard. Whoop, no, we're going to stop here.
Let's go.
How may I help? I shall deal with this one.
Time to see and not be seen.
Okay. This trapdoor has been battered by the elements. Tugging on the rusted handle only produces a heavy rattling.
Let's go!
These uns are in for a walloping!
Curses!
Curses! You're adorable.
Here's a lesson to be taught.
At least these ones aren't immune to
Let's
piercing.
go!
Ah. So can't
Let's
get
go.
actually get close enough.
Following your lead.
Okay. See how close you can get and then see if we're wasting our time. We are. No, I don't actually have spells.
Your tail end.
Well, at least I could shoot. That's something. Now I
Let's
can
go.
get close enough. Oh, I forgot I didn't have my pistol equipped. That might help.
Let's go!
There we go. Oh, lovely.
Hey. You're not getting through me.
Okay.
And what does the flame reveal?
I remember when I first saw that giant hand, and I thought, when is it going to come up and crush us all? And then I found out, not until game 2, so I'm okay. Okay, is that any part of this? There's that one spot I haven't explored yet. Tangled wires and broken gears litter these wooden boxes. Hello,
Let's
Will-O-the
go!
Wisp.
Keep
That-
an eye out.
That made life easier. Okay. Lizard skins, knuckle bones, and the teeth of various sizes lie among the weeds. Pleasant. Oh yeah, that's the hunting cabin. Okay, I have cleared the courtyard. And now I can enter Caed Nua. Hello, Caed Nua, I am in you. Caed Nua is impressive in size, but little else. The keep is in complete disrepair. But if old Maerwald is still lord of this place, then I'm likely to find him within. The keep seems abandoned. There are spirits here, as there were in Gilded Vale. Creatures, too. It seems I will have to explore further if I am to find answers.
Do you think he'd be mad if we sat in his chair? Maybe he doesn't have to know.
Let's go!
You are a weirdo.
Let's have it out! What? Here's a lesson to be taught.
Eh? Let's go!
Okay. I'm gonna step back a bit because I'd rather not be in
Yes?
direct line of fire. Okay. I can't actually shoot anything from there. Come on, spoops.
Your tail end.
How may I help?
These uns are in for a walloping.
Hey. Leave it to me.
Et voila. As you come to the end of the great hall, you perceive an inviting warmth radiating from a grand throne wrought out of marble, its masterful artistry out of place amidst the castle's more practical stonework. The veiled face of a woman is carved above the throne's backing, watching over the room with hollow eyes. At your approach, you feel the warmth fluctuate, as though stirring. A voice rings out from the carving, permeating the fortress through stone and air.
Another watcher in Caed Nua, glowing very brightly indeed to these eyes. What strange happenstance.
You know what I am?
One could hardly mistake it. You're burning like a candle. Of course, I also know what to look for. In any case, I assume you're here looking for Maerwald.
Tell me more about Maerwald. You seem to know him.
He was a great man. He came here one day, young with long hair and polished armor, and he banished the dark things that had come to lurk in this place after centuries of neglect. He could see the beauty of this place, the way it had been, so he claimed it for his own when no one else would take it. We worked together to restore it. But he began to grow distant some time ago. He never told me why. He retreated deeper and deeper into the keep, never leaving, sending servants for food, hiding himself from my sight. The restoration stopped. Now, to look at the place, you'd never know the progress we've made. In most places, it's worse than it ever was. And all I can do is watch it crumble around me.
Are you imprisoned in that throne?
Imprisoned? At times it feels that way, I suppose. But it's more that I reside here. The throne was brought up from the ruins. One of the first things they found. As a last favor to a dying woman, the Earl arranged for me to be moved into it. Audra is an accommodating vessel for a soul. Oh, it's not as confining as it seems. I can feel the whole keep from here, and all things that are tied to it. There's something about this throne and its construction. Or maybe it's something about this place.
Okay, any idea where I can find Maerwald?
I can feel his presence faintly somewhere deeper inside the keep. But he uses his gifts to confound me, and my senses are dulled while he does so. I only wish I could know his mind.
Farewell, I guess?
Take care in your search. Many dangers lie in wait here.
Okay.
Margaret's fire casts light in dark places.
Door. Ah.
Been out playing soldier again, have we? Go wash up and come help me shuck these peas.
She turns from you long enough to produce a basket that, like her, is shimmering and semi-transparent. And no complaints. You gotta eat your vegetables if you want to grow up strong and be a real soldier someday. Just like we agreed, right? She watches you out of the corner of your eye.
Soldiers are important people. They defend the weak and punish the wicked. You're too young to understand now, but there are lots of wicked people. People like the man who murdered your father.
Remind me what happened to my father.
Before you were born, the Glanfathans attacked settlers like us. They said we'd knocked over some of their special Adra rocks. That's why they call it the Broken Stone War. They got very angry, and so they came into our villages and killed many people. Your father was one of them.
That's what I said. Something dark and empty clouds over her eyes.
That's why you'll be a soldier one day. To protect and to avenge. Why don't you go back out and play? I'll finish up here.
Nice and quiet.
Okay. At least not all of the spooks are out to, like, straight up murder me. That's something.
Let's go!
Oh, great! Spider spiders.
These ones are in for a walloping.
What? There's a lesson to be taught.
Yeah. Let's go.
Hey,
That was a level up sound.
leave it to me.
Yes?
There, at least that way, they'll only be coming from one location. That's a lot of spider. Stop geeking the mage! No, everybody is really into geeking the mage. Okay.
These ones are in for a walloping.
Yeah. Let's go.
I'll let Margaret's fire bless this one.
Hey. You're not getting through me. How may I help?
Hey, what about
Let's
those ones?
go.
That's it.
Let's go.
Let's have it out.
What?
More. Oh,
There's a lesson
there's a
to
lot
be
more of
taught.
those. I hadn't been expecting that many fucking spiders. Okay, never mind.
Let's go.
Hey.
Here's probably a good place to
Leave
aim.
it to me.
Yes?
Okay.
Your tale ends here! I have them!
Oh, more spiders! This place is made of fucking spider!
I've been poisoned!
Oh, boo-hoo. For us, that's a Tuesday.
Yes?
Let's have it out.
Let's go.
How may I help?
Let's have it out.
Hey. You're not getting through me.
What? Levaru beyond seek.
New orders, Lieutenant. Ready your squad.
A spectral man arrayed in armor and an officer's cloak studies a single sheet of paper. You can see straight through it to the ducal and Idir insignias on his breastplate. He seems to read over the page several times before looking up at you. When he does, his expression is unreadable.
There's been a change of plans. Take your squad and march south all the way to the bow in the river. Bring a wagon team and a dozen barrels of pitch.
Listen.
The instructions come from Admet Hadred himself, which means they might as well have come from the Duke. We're to burn those hut dwellers out. Set fire to the deerwood so they've nowhere to retreat. Cut them down when they come out. Or let them blaze if they won't. It'll make this even shorter than the broken stone war, all right. And we can only hope it'll discourage future conflicts. I know this is personal for you. It is for many of us. But understand, we're doing this to end this war, not to continue the last one. Remember that we're flushing out the enemy, not burning villages for sport. Bareth will have his work cut out for him tonight.
Ah, charming.
I'll see what I can find.
I is snooping. Okay, good. It did go into the shared storage. Oh, that's charming. I'm very not fond of finding cells where there are skeletons on the bed. It always suggests that somebody, like, dehydrated to death in there. Okay. Nothing theft-worthy? Let's go. I don't suppose it's theft when it's something very clearly abandoned, so there's that. Oh, hello. About time. Let's see. So, mechanics. Rogue abilities. Only one rod for 2 turns. Rogue looks for opening to counterattack in combat. Incoming melee attack, the target deflection, and miss or graze have a chance of allowing an instant full attack riposte. That sounds good to me. Next. And done. Little stealth on you, little survival on you. Yeah. I didn't ask how big the room is. I said I cast Fireball. Fiercely determined to deflect all incoming blows, dramatically increasing defenses for a short time. Disciplined barrage. 20% accuracy for 2 turns. Guardian stance. Yeah, we'll go for into the fray. Sometimes I really do just want him to noom into combat and takes the attention off the squishies. And he just gets straight cleric unlocks. Great, okay. And Kana has not.
We'll take those farmers by surprise.
Almost time. Dai and Headwear scouted the village last night. They're rounding up the rest of the party now.
Don't worry. Everyone remembers the raid was your idea. The Rio had to go along with it after you'd gotten the rest of the clan riled up. No one once had said that the Nine Claws were too cowardly to stand with the rest of the tribe when the foreigners desecrated our ruins. The tribes need more leaders like you. Women who value deeds over words.
He reaches towards your cheek, but stops midway, his splayed fingers quivering as a tremor of doubt runs through him.
You were right. We were too soft when the foreigners first came, and now they humiliate us. We'll be soft no more, and the invaders will learn to leave us alone once and for all.
Let's see what lies.
Why not? There, done.
No. Keep away from us. Leave us.
A large, liver-spotted man, barrel-chested and paunchy, cowers in the far corner of the room, his white hair a tangled, stringy mess. He covers his face and chest with trembling hands, unable to look in your direction.
Maybe we should come back later?
Are you Maerwald? He looks up over his hand, the muscles around his eyes twitching, and begins whispering to himself in sharp hisses, as though having an argument. All at once he stops shaking, a sudden calmness falling over him. His head tilts forward slightly, and he looks you dead in the eye, like a cornered animal about to pounce. His voice suddenly turns raspy.
Maerwald isn't here, and he isn't fooled. He has sent for no callers. Be gone, deceiving spirit.
I'm a watcher. I met a woman in gilded veil who thought you could help me.
Maerwald will speak with you, but you will maintain your distance, or you'll have me to answer to.
Okay. Yeah. This is not giving poor Miche any particular confidence in how things are going to proceed from here for her.
Come to speak to Maerwald. Maerwald whose touch is poison. Maerwald who knows not his effect.
I was told I am a watcher and that you could tell me more about it. And about a tablet of some worth after that. Once you two are finished, of course.
A window to the ether where spirits dwell. Hear and reach into it. Speak and listen through it. A watcher sees souls, reads them, knows their pasts, souls of the living, souls of the dead, an empath, and the souls see them back. Used it to help beings in both realms, did I. What the gods wanted of me, thought I. The gods put me in the world for vengeance, and I obliged. It was the gods' wishes that we protect those lands. My way was the only way to remove the foreigners. Little I knew.
I was accosted by spirits on my way here. What do they want?
No. No. Forgive me. Forgive me.
All I've got left is you seem to have lost your mind.
Lost? No. Found more of it. Too much. Too much to bear. An awakening.
Alepht's eyes narrow as he looks at the old man. How could a simple awakening have driven you to this? You mean you remember your past lives?
Something reminds. Memories stirred. Memories before birth. Other bodies. Other times. Memory. Personality. Identity. Any might resurface. For all.
And I seem to be having a conversation with several of them right now.
Ghosts of the mind. Maerwald has lost control. Maerwald's body no more.
The spirits I passed, what are they?
Spirits, and not spirits. Always whispering to Maerwald, reminding him of his mistakes. No sleep. Watchers see memories before them, form them from the essence of their own souls. Once Maerwald awakened, he could not make them leave. Gave them more form, not less.
The spirits are memories from previous lives?
Troubled memories, angry memories, pulling Maerwald back, reminding him his mistakes. Marauder and soldier, soldier and marauder, how could they know?
Why do these past lives still trouble you?
My fault. All my fault. Soldier and marauder, soldier and marauder and Maerwald. No forgiveness for what's past. No undoing what's done. No sleep. No sleep for the Watcher. War there was all around. War of stone, war of tree.
War of Tree. Oh, of course, the Broken Stone War and the War of Black Trees. This was in the early period of Aediran colonization, fighting between the Deerwood colonists and the native Glanfathans, you see, but that was a long time ago.
Death we brought to the settler men. We, the 9 claws. Claws of 9. Worse what we did to the women. For love of the gods. The gods' love. For their love.
I met one of your memory spirits. There was talk of raiding a village. Maerwald's voice becomes raspy, and he is somewhere else in place and time, speaking to someone unseen.
Hold her down. Head her. Give this Addy a bitch an heir that belongs in Air Glodfath.
Oh, that's charming! Maerwald cringes himself again, watching something he can't bear to see, shaking his head over and over. He wails. His soul is marked by flame, and those marks will never heal. His trial has broken him, but better that than to live in weakness. Go on.
The boy. The baby boy. The boy. Conceived in the raid. Conceived by force. Vessel for marauder. Slain in the raid. Marauder and the boy. Marauder and soldier.
A baby conceived by the raider? What do you mean it was a vessel for him?
For the soul. Marauder's soul. Same soul. One soul. Boy's soul. Marauder's soul. Raised in lies and vengeance. Raised to soldier. Raised for the fire. Born for the fire.
Then that was his mother I met in the keep. She told him his father was killed by the raiders.
You'll get no pity from me. The crimes of the 9 Claws clan in the last war are still unavenged. But the gods are just. They have led me here. In my father's name, every one of you will burn. Light it.
What, so he came back in his next life to burn his own clan? No wonder he's such a mess now. That'll stain you right down to your soul. Maerwald's shoulders slump. He rocks back and forth, agitated. He mutters to himself, oblivious to your presence.
Soldier and marauder, lies and vengeance, and dead villages. All dead. All dead. What for? What for?
I don't know. There's no real other answer to that.
How little we know.
How do you tell a spirit from a memory?
Fragmented are memories. Stuck in time. Mindless, cruel, never far.
Okay, I've seen apparitions like those elsewhere, since I became a watcher. Oh no. No, no. You too? You too. All at once, in spite of his abject misery, his expression changes to one of utmost sympathy. Poor woman. Poor woman.
They will take you too.
What, an inevitable madness? That can't be right. Kana folds his arms. There's always an answer to be found, if you look hard enough. You're saying I'll end up like you.
So fragile, the Watcher's mind. So real, his memories. Once awakened, how can he sleep?
If I'm awakened to a past life, how would that have happened?
You were reminded of it. Strong memories, lingering lives, they dwell near the surface, waiting to be remembered, waiting to take your mind for their own. Maerwald sat at his hearth and watched his fire, watched the wood burn. Then came the memory of another fire and burning wood.
Hi.
And screams.
There must be some way to make these memories go away.
No. Always there. Always remembered. Can't forget. Can't unsee.
I didn't just remember. Someone caused this. They wore masks and spoke of books and keys and a queen. There was a man there. He seemed familiar to me.
Keys of lead. Books of burden. Queens that were.
I mean,
known to
yeah,
me
fine.
Are they the leaden key?
Yes, we're about to find out some things about the leaden key. Well, in a while, once Aloth decides to trust us a little more. Sorry, but I have played this game an awful lot. I can see your messages just fine, but I'm kind of in the middle of something here. The leaden key. It seems we share an enemy, Miche. Assassins and Watcher-Wakers both. They certainly keep busy. Okay, what can you tell me about this leaden key?
Secrets. Secrets and deceptions and schemes. Who knows their answers? Not they. Not they. Crossed them before. Hatred of Watchers. Hatred and fear. Much we see. Threat to secrets.
Okay, who's this queen they pray to?
Woodica. Goddess.
Ah.
Crown shattered and body burned. Binder of oaths and grudge holder. Bearer of justice. But whose?
Okay, if the leaden key caused my awakening, could they undo it?
Many secrets do they keep. Unawakened? Mayhap. Who else if not they?
Okay, do you know where I might find the leaden key?
City of Defiance. Never far from the Queen.
Okay, I guess I need to go and search for this man.
Sleep well. Sleep well. Hold! I know your will die. Your actions were seen. You would sooner betray us to the Adir land thieves than take orders from me.
I don't think telling him that he's confusing you with someone from a past life is going to help, and I'm not going to immediately jump to beating him senseless. Take it easy. I'm not going to betray anyone.
Your betrayal is for nothing. Your warnings are lost on these foreigners, and their blood will be Gallowayne's tribute this night. I have asked the elders for the honor of claiming your head as my first trophy, and they have granted it. Beg for the Seeker God to grant you a quick death.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Lavaru, be on seek!
Gonna take a little while for that to get through, I guess. Oh, wait. I forgot! Immune to piercing! Fuck!
Eh? Let's go!
Oh, fuck, no.
Let's go!
Yeah, now is probably... Ow. Okay.
Hey. You're not getting through me.
Let's end this!
Yes? These ones are in for a walloping!
Okay, I know that is not going to help anything, so...
Levaru beyond seek.
No, that is not going to help, so we're...
Parathis!
There's a change in the air of the keep. What was thick and suffocating feels to you somehow more breathable, as though yielding to a conquering invader. Maerwald's body lies inert. You can feel his soul lingering there, uncertain. There's something unique about this soul in this place, a bond formed in decades of inhabitants and lordship that feels somehow palpable to you, as though even in death the keep knows its former master, and the former master remembers his keep. Speaker to the restless, great. In your mind's eye, the bond seems to you as a frayed rope, ghostly and alive, its frayed ends writhing like tide pool anemones, and you find that if you concentrate on it, you have the ability to manipulate its strands. I'm gonna let the poor man go. Strand by strand, the connections fly apart like the overstressed strings of some ethereal instrument. With the tearing of the final string, the rope becomes liquid and dissolves from your awareness. Maerwald's soul hovers near you, a vortex of strife and discord, but there's something else there beneath it, something like relief. His soul passes through one of the walls and is gone. Ah, and Kana finally levels up. Okay, that should do. Actually, no, let's give him some athletics as well. New phrases. Sure-handed. Hila knocked her arrows with speed. Actually, that sounds like a good one. We'll keep that one. I'll have to look at his musics later. Okay.
And what does the flame reveal?
This won't stop me for long. There! Done!
Just we'll make sure it's not trapped.
There! Done!
Worn book lies on the table, its pages filled with nonsensical scrawls. The sickly sweet smell of rot rises from this half-eaten fruit. So... well, to be fair, it wasn't so much that I was hyper-focusing exactly.
Can I
It was
older
just...
set? I don't want to discuss it.
I was kind of in the middle of a cutscene, kind of an important one as cutscenes go. More fucking spiders.
Let's go.
Great.
Yes?
Let's have it out!
Wait, where the fuck are you going, you little dipshit?
Here's a lesson to be taught.
Nope, apparently we're still gonna be
Hey.
weird about it.
Yeah!
Following your lead. Your tale ends here. For Takoa, let's end this.
Okay. Oh, right. I forgot he was in his melee stance.
Let's end this.
There we go. Okay, you'll be heading back in that general direction. That's fine.
What?
You little weirdos.
I'll let Margaret's fire bless this one.
Let's go!
How may I help?
Misty
These uns
little
are in
shit.
for a walloping!
Aye? I shall deal with this one.
Okay.
Nice and quiet.
Oh, hey, look. Sourip. Sourips.
Let's go!
I shall deal with this one.
What? There's a lesson to be taught!
Yeah? Let's go!
Hello? Hello?
More spiders!
Let's go!
I shall deal with this one.
There's a lesson to be taught!
Hey. Leave it to me!
Following your lead.
Okay, I see no spiders.
Yeah?
I see no more spiders anyway. I'm sure they're coming.
Not to alarm you, but I'm slowly dying of poison.
Your tail end.
Let's go!
How may I help? I shall deal with this one.
I'll let Margaret's fire bless this one. Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Oh, wait, there was more misfortunate over this way. That's a bit of a bug.
Let's go!
That's not very helpful.
Let's have it out!
Oh. Are you immune to that shit?
Let's go!
Hey. Leave it to me!
Now we're going to swap your weapons and move you over here.
Yes? Let's end this!
Let's burn this away!
Okay.
Aye?
Ah, missed. Good.
Let's have it out!
Yeah? Let's go!
Aye?
Let's have it out!
Okay, good.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
Why not? There! Done!
More
Let's go!
fucking beetles.
Aye?
Nobody clever bees beetles!
Have it out!
Okay, we're gonna be kind of right over there because I know there's more beetle coming.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm just gonna... There, that's a lot of beetle.
Leave it to me!
Yes?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have you wait over there. Thank you very much. Oh. There's more fucking spider!
There's a lesson to be taught. I'll let Margaret's fire bless this one.
Yeah?
That's a lot of spider!
Let's go!
Yes? Let's end this!
Where's he going?
Not to alarm you, but I'm slowly dying of poison.
I shall deal with this one.
Okay. At least they're not geeking the mage anymore.
How may I help?
These ones are in for a walloping!
What? There's a lesson to be taught.
And yet again, where are you going, Mr. Woodbeetle? You're a weirdo.
Let's go!
Okay.
Hey.
Alright.
Francis!
That didn't help. That's because you grazed. Oh, are you coming out the other side?
I shall deal with this one.
Yes, you are. You, me little wood beetle, aren't you?
Following your lead. For Takar!
Not to alarm you, but I'm slowly dying of poison.
Let's have it out!
I'm gonna let Durance get a...
Let's burn this away!
Okay.
Yes?
These ones are in for a walloping!
Let's go!
Following your lead. Your tail ends here!
Okay, are we done? Are we out of...
See and not be seen.
Are we out of insectile boogers for the time being? Wood beetle carapaces. Lovely. I want to know how any money we're finding in this rotten old place is worth shit. Oh, Kana wants to talk to us.
Poor Maerwald. He couldn't contend with all that he knew of himself. A cruel fate.
I don't think the knowledge was the problem. He said that if I can find out what's caused this, it might help me. That is true, and there is no such thing in my experience as too much knowledge. Come, we'll find your answers. And mine, I hope.
Quickly and quietly.
Oops. Okay, anything interesting through there? No. What in the living hell? There's looters. We have looters now?
Let's go!
How may I help?
Let's have it out!
Eh?
I'm gonna hit around to right about there.
Let's go!
Nope, and now I'm too far. Okay, great. Okay, that.
Parathis! Hmm? Lafaru.
Eh?
You know what? Hell
Let's
with it.
go.
I'm gonna backstab you, you little shit. Apparently, no, I'm not. Okay, fine.
Let's go.
No. No, and I can't swap weapons again. Fine.
I shall deal with
Following your lead.
For Takoa! What? I'll let Margaret's...
Oh,
Eh?
that was not pleasant.
Let's go.
Hey. Leave it to...
Okay.
Would you look at this?
Wait, what?
And what does the flame reveal?
Okay. Can we press the thing? We can press the thing. Up! Right back there! Pity's sake. Viewership tampering. Submit report. Block user. Please go away. Okay. No way up there in particular. I'll at least see what's on this floor before I go back to the steward and be like, yeah, okay, he tried to kill me, what the fuck? That's a lot of bones. More freaking spider.
Let's go.
How may I help?
These ones are in for a walloping!
Okay.
Eh?
Oop.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Oh, that's quite the spider. Okay.
Let's go.
No, wait, no. Swap weapon.
Let's go.
Okay. Hey, Aloth. Now would be a great time.
Take a look at that rock!
There's a lesson to be taught.
Hey.
Parathis!
And swap weapon, just to be on the safe side. Okay, great.
Following your lead.
Turn.
Let's end this!
Can you get close enough? Apparently not.
Eh?
I probably
Let's
can,
go.
however. Huzzah! Death to the Spider Queen. I suppose. What's over here? There must be a... That's gotta be some kind of door. But it does not seem to be one I can open just at the moment. Anything interesting up there? No. Hi. I reported it pretty quickly. That one is that account is I think that person has had a lot of attacks.
I beg your pardon?
Nothing. I said nothing.
Did she just comment on Kana's butt? Oh, everybody wants to talk to me.
That old watcher. I don't know what I expected, but it sure wasn't that.
You said you had some things you wanted to ask him, like before he tried to kill us.
Nah, well, it's kind of embarrassing now. I just got a dumb idea in my head is all. Don't know why I thought it'd work. That's funny. That's probably the first thing I got my hopes up for in, I don't know, years. At least I got that out of it.
There's no need to be embarrassed. I won't judge. Look, I've got past memories wandering around in my head, dude. I don't give a fuck.
All right. Guess fair is fair, and you did bring me to see him. Those rumors back in Gilded Vale about my brother, Woden, about how he turned against us and fought for Weidwin, been on my mind for some time now. The thing about Woden was, he always knew what was right, and that's what he'd do. One day he set out to fight for Deerwood against a man claiming to be our god. So I knew that's what I had to do too. It was right. And hearing claims that he died fighting for Caed Nua, that got me worried. Not that he'd chosen the wrong side, but that I had. Didn't seem right what Weidwin had in store, but if he really was Aethys, I thought, maybe this old watcher would know how my brother died. So I could see if it was true. Like he could, I don't know, read it in my soul or something. Use our connection. Told you it was dumb.
Why didn't you ask me for help? I don't know. Guess because I didn't know you. It's hard to trust a stranger that says she's a watcher.
Of course, I knew the truth deep down. A watcher's not psychic. I think I just had this idea, and the idea made me feel a certain way, and I didn't want to lose that.
Really, if I wanted to find out about my brother, I shouldn't be starting with watchers. I should be starting with records. So why don't you? If there was anything written down about it, they'd have it in Defiance Bay. They got an archive at the palace.
You've done a lot for me already, but if you could see fit to pay that archive a visit with me, well, you know. Knowing my luck, the records clerk will go crazy and try to kill me. I'd feel better with you in there with me.
Aloth seems lost in thought. He flinches when you draw near, sucking a sharp breath through his teeth.
What can I do for you?
You're right.
Of course. Merely processing some of the unusual things we've seen lately. And if Maerwald is to be believed, it would seem you've an uncertain future ahead.
Well, there's no point in speculating now.
Perhaps Defiance Bay holds the answers we need.
Discuss something else. How long were you in Gilded Vale? Not much longer than you. As you saw, it was hardly the haven that had been advertised. Tell me about Adir. I've been gone for more than a year now, but I suspect I'll always think of the forests and fields of Adir as home. We've thousands of years of history and tradition behind us, and there's a sense of dignity and responsibility that comes with that. Of course, there's baggage as well. Our imperial past is still fresh in the minds of many, as you may have noticed here. Has it been difficult to adjust to the Deerwood? People here are informal, hot-blooded, more attentive to insult than to duty. But as long as one avoids provocation, it's easy enough to get along. I've gotten accustomed enough to keeping my thoughts to myself anyway. Any thoughts on what I should do next? Maerwald urged you to seek out these leaden key agents in Defiance Bay, yes? If his condition is any warning, we should find them with all haste. You little shit.
I felt Maerwald's passing. You slew him.
He gave me no choice.
It saddens me to hear it. But part of me is grateful to no longer have to wait and worry in darkness. This place has always known its master, long as it's had one. It has a will all its own, which has little to do with the castle and much to do with the land it's built on. It looks to you as Maerwald's successor now, whether you care for it or not. A dubious honor, inheriting a fortress both broken and cursed. But in the right hands, it could be so much more. If you had only seen it in its day. Will you stay?
I do have to go to the city of Defiance in search of the Queen. If it's Defiance Bay you seek, I'm sorry to have to tell you, you've come a long way for nothing. The Eastern Barbican collapsed decades ago, and Maerwald never got around to rebuilding it. The road here is a dead end. He got as far as gathering materials before his mind became preoccupied. I could make arrangements to have it repaired if it is your will. When it ceased to be the previous master's will, I became powerless to do anything about it. For what am I but the master's instrument? What does being the master of Caed Nua entail? Why, there are many responsibilities in maintaining a keep. The extent to which you wish to get involved is entirely up to you, of course. Part of the reason I am here is to ensure that things run smoothly in your absence, provided we have been given instruction. If you instruct me on which repairs you wish to conduct next, I will make the necessary arrangements. These may take some time to finish, but each will provide you with additional resources once they are complete. Given somewhere to place them, we can hire tradesmen to provide you with supplies or ingredients. Repairing the keep will raise your prestige, and draw both helpful individuals and unwelcome attention from bandits and opportunists. If we can raise the keep's security in turn, these will become less of a concern. You should know, however, that the position does come with some risk. Your name will grow in fame, and you must contend with threats to the keep. And then there are other things. What do you mean by risks? Maerwald's curse was his own, a watcher's curse, but his predecessors have not fared better. There is a presence within the keep, or rather far beneath it. At least such has been the conclusion drawn by all who have come to this place, for what spirits still linger in the endless paths oft speak of a master below. Every effort to settle here has failed, from the time of our Aediran colonists onwards. Beasts rise from the endless paths until the new lord or lady is no more. The one who dwells below, this master, does not tolerate rivals, it seems. I have seen, from time to time, intrepid explorers descend to lay claim to what answers they can, but none return. This is the force which has kept Caed Nua a barren ruin, and robbed me of my hopes. The endless paths! That, my friend, is where I must go, where we must go, if you will go with me. Whatever devils lie beneath, think too what knowledge we will find. Perhaps this master speaks Aediran? Okay, what are the endless paths? The endless paths of Nua. That is the name given to the labyrinth beneath the keep. The Arl, we were warned by the Glunfathans that this site was cursed, and there is a legend attached to it, though at the time we thought nothing of it. The ruins were built, it is said, by a powerful Angwithan named Nua, who ruled there until his people turned against him. They destroyed his endless paths, and filled many of the upper tunnels with soil and stone. No one living knows how far down this tunnels stretch, and few who have ventured there have returned. There is much talk of riches and treasure. The promise of Angwithan relics alone has drawn many fortune-seekers, to their deaths, I fear. Who is this master below? I could not say with any certainty. I believe it must be tied to the man said to have been the architect of the Endless Paths, the Anguithan tyrant Caed Nua. Some claim his spirit endures, or at least has laid a curse upon the site. I cannot imagine much remains of his work, for the ruins have been here 1,000 years or more, but what is left is impressive. Basement Yakety Sax is probably not going to wind up being tonight, because after all, I've got the demo dive in about 45 minutes, and I've got stuff to sort out before then. Mostly given, the keep, because I need to get that barbican repaired. Because until that barbican's fucking repaired, I can't go anywhere. Anyway. You may have seen, a while below, the hand of the great statue Caed Nua constructed. Yeah, which is going to contain a Taliesin Jaffe in the next game. Thanks very much for that. Perhaps it is a statue of Caed Nua himself. So, Aethys decides to inhabit the body of a statue of a tyrant. Great! But am I not the master of Caed Nua? Of course you are. The keep would have no other. But the Endless Paths are a different thing entirely. It is unfortunate, really, that they are so closely entwined. If the monster below is not dealt with, there will always be a threat to the keep from within. I know it is much to take in, but if you would remain, if you would master this place, then I can only advise you to seek out this foe before it destroys you. Okay, how do I repair the barbican? Maerwald set aside materials for the barbican, and they are still available to you. In the future, if you wish to make further repairs to the keep, we will need coin for supplies and labor. Okay, try to find this queen in the city of Defiance. You must know this queen you're looking for. Defiance Bay has no queen. The Mequins of Aegir haven't reigned here since the last war. The only queen with any power there is Wotica. I am told they erected an exquisite temple in her honor there, but I was never able to see it. If you mean to go there, we can get started right away on repairing the barbican. You need only tell me what you wish to do, and I'll make the necessary arrangements. Maerwald kept a ledger as it happens, and I've taken the liberty of updating it. You could take a look if you wish. Well, let's see what repairs I can make. Then we'll get underway at once. The steward's voice belies a giddy excitement. Know, my lord, that this is but the first and least of a great many undertakings. The keep supported a great many buildings and servants for many years. If you should wish it, we can repair some of the outlying structures, and these will bring you wealth and recognition, drawing people to your service. Rebuilding the defenses will keep your grounds from becoming overrun, as they did under Maerwald's keeping. You need not choose all at once. I am pledged to your aid, and so long as you are master here, we shall always be linked. You need not step upon these grounds to speak with me. Wherever your travels may take you, can make your will known to me if you but reach out. Oh, but first, of course, the barbican. Okay, well, the Eastern Barbican, I don't have to pay anything. Bright Hollow Restoration, main keep. Allowing visitors and adventurers to be... How much cash do I actually have at the moment? Everything else requires other shit to be built. We'll start with Bright Hollow, because, rest. And so that's going to be... Oh, and Connor wants to talk to me again.
I confess, I was hoping our meeting with Maerwald would go a little differently. But then, you have gained an entire keep. I don't think I've seen anyone inherit land that quickly since Caed the Younger read her father's will.
I do wish I could have gotten through to him. He was far gone, but don't worry. The past is there that we might learn from it. I'm sure we'll find more answers in Defiance Bay.
It will give you a base from which to go searching at least. And then, there are secrets beneath the keep yet. With you at the helm, it should be easier to explore the Endless Paths.
Huh. Okay, nothing in the treasury at the moment. What's wandering around? Yeah, we're gonna need to fix up this library. But, the inn comes first because we are a beaten up lot, we are. We had a terrible lot of being beaten up. this way? Refamiliarizing myself. I really have not played this in years, so it's all about half familiar. Oh, a study. Shiny. Honestly, after the tavern and then the main keep, first thing I'm gonna start building is the fucking defenses. And there's my barbican. Gonna check out the map. Yeah. Next up is Montmore Bridge. But the first thing I'm going to do, give myself a little bit of a rest break. Of course, well, at least we actually slept at night. We're coming up to dawn, I think. Because I really don't know. I mean, I don't know which way that's supposed to be turning, honestly. But I don't think there's much else that I can do that won't start cutting into demo dive time. But I've at the very least unlocked Caed Nua, and that's a start. It's just I now need to decide whether I'm going to go further down the endless passages or whatever the hell that is. My memory for names is absolute bullshit. Or if I want to head in the direction of Defiance Bay. It's really a toss-up as far as that goes, but it might be nice to be around the keep, at least until I start building up the outer defenses. And yeah, I'm starting to get into that Jenga Tower of Logic thing where I painstakingly structure in my head exactly how things are going to go, and then have to do the grommet. I'm laying the tracks out in front of myself as I trundle along in my little mining cart when everything winds up going to shit. But at the very least, I know what I'm aiming for. It's in, main keep, outer defenses. I can trundle around the endless paths, that was it, until then, and then I head in the general direction of Defiance Bay. Either when I get bored with the endless paths, when the outer defenses are complete, or until I run into something far more than I can chew, depending on what comes first, I guess. And I do need a bit of a rest break before tonight's demo dive, so that's a good place to stop for now. If you come back in a half hour or so, I'll be playing through the demo for Kulo Niko Bowl Up, a cooking management sim, which is the kind of things I tend to enjoy even as I'm swearing at them, so it should be fun to watch at least. So I hope to see you there. Until then, or until next, have a good one.